students, welcome to my channel. Today in this video we are going to see the introduction to this chapter quadrilaterals. Okay, so actually you know what is quadrilateral. Okay, so quadrilateral means any closed figure having four sides. Okay, so with four sides, if we form any figure, then it is called a quadrilateral. Okay, what is quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a simple closed figure bounded by four line segments in a plane. Okay, a quadrilateral has how many sides? Four sides. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so how many sides a quadrilateral has? Four sides. And how many angles a quadrilateral has? Four angles. Okay, and the line formed by joining the opposite vertices, these points. Okay, these points, that means these joint points are called vertex. Single means it is a vertex. Okay, and plural means vertices. How many vertices are there for a quadrilateral? 4. Okay, so quadrilateral means four sides, four angles, four vertices. And the line joining the opposite vertices is called diagonal. What is this line? Diagonal. Okay, and how many diagonals a quadrilateral have? Two diagonals. How many diagonals a quadrilateral has? Two diagonals. Okay, so they have four sides, four angles, four vertices and two diagonals. Okay students, so based on the nature of these sides, angles and diagonals, the properties vary. Okay, so there is no particular properties for vertices. Vertices is nothing but it is the common point between two sides. Okay, the joining point of two sides is vertices. Okay, so based on the nature of sides, angles and diagonals, there are different types of quadrilaterals out there. So we have first two types of quadrilateral. So one is convex quadrilateral and another one is concave quadrilateral. Students, you came to know these words in your physics. Convex mirrors and concave mirrors, or convex lens, concave lens, right? So here convex quadrilateral and concave quadrilateral. So convex means if we join the opposite sides, that means diagonals will be formed now. So in that diagonals, at least one diagonal lies outside. Okay, see, you observe here, I am joining the opposite sides. So this is one diagonal and here it is also another diagonal. The two diagonals lies inside the quadrilateral only. Okay, so remember that these diagonals lies inside. And now here one diagonal is lying completely outside the figure, right? So మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇది ఇన్సైడ్ లో ఉంటుంది అండ్ ఇది బయటికి వచ్చేస్తుంది, అంటే ఒకటి కంప్లీట్ గా బయట ఉంటుంది. సో టూ డయాగ్నల్స్ లో అట్లీస్ట్ వన్ so if at least one diagonal lies outside, then it is called concave quadrilateral, and if two diagonals lies inside, then it is convex quadrilateral. Okay, so what is the first foremost important thing? Two diagonals lies inside. Okay, and at least one diagonal lies outside. Okay, and this is the main difference. And here in convex quadrilateral, all the angles are less than 180 degrees. Okay, all angles less than 180 degrees. And here see, it is this angle. If it is a straight line, then it is 180. But here it is more than 180 na, this angle. Okay, so if at least one angle is greater than 180, at least one angle is greater than 180, then it is concave quadrilateral. Okay, so cave means it is depth. That means angle is greater than 180. You can remember in that way. So convex means two diagonals lies inside and all the angles less than 180. So that means it's look like just normal quadrilateral. Okay. సో మీరు చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి మీరు ఎలా అయితే స్క్వేర్, రెక్టాంగిల్, పారలోగ్రామ్ ఇలాంటివి ఉన్నాయి కదా. సో ఇవి ఆల్ దీస్ టైప్ ఆర్ కాన్వెక్స్. Now coming to the concave, at least one diagonal lies outside. Okay, and at least one angle is greater than 180. That means 180 కన్నా ఒక యాంగిల్ డెఫినెట్గా ఎక్కువ అనేది ఉంటుంది. So that is called a concave quadrilateral. So in any quadrilateral, sum of angles is equals to 360 degrees. Okay, see how it is 360 means it is a quadrilateral, and if we join this, it is a diagonal. And now this is one triangle and this is another triangle. Sum of angles in a triangle is 180, right? And here we are having two triangles. So 2 into 180 means it is 360 degrees. So sum of all the angles in a quadrilateral is equals to 360 degrees. Whether it is convex or concave, sum of angles is equals to 360 degrees. Okay, now we will see the different types of quadrilaterals. Here different types of quadrilaterals are there. Okay, so now we will see what are those types and what are the main properties. Okay, see first one here, this is a trapezium. Okay, first type of quadrilateral is trapezium. Trapezium means, see here, total 4 sides are there and one pair of sides are parallel. This side is parallel to this side, students, right? So what is trapezium? If one pair of parallel sides are present in any quadrilateral, that is called a trapezium. Okay, see these two pairs are not parallel. Okay, only one pair of sides are parallel. Okay, so if these two pairs are also parallel, then that trapezium is called regular trapezium. Okay, that's a special case. So simply we can say, what is trapezium? It is a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite parallel sides. Okay, and in a trapezium, if it is ABCD, AB parallel to CD, so that means two parallel sides. And here diagonals not bisect each other. Diagonals not bisect each other. If it is a regular trapezium, then diagonals bisect. Okay, and here the distance between these two parallel sides like this is called the height of the trapezium. So distance between the parallel sides is called height. So area of the trapezium formula, actually no need, but I am telling here, area of the trapezium half into this height into sum of parallel sides A, B. So half h into a plus b. So that is half into sum of two parallel sides into height. Okay, perimeter means sum of all the sides, no? So sum of all 4 sides. So this is simply about trapezium. So students, if anybody asks what is trapezium means, a trapezium is a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides. And what about their diagonals? The diagonals not bisect each other and they are not equal. Okay. So second type of quadrilateral is a parallelogram. A parallelogram is a closed figure, closed quadrilateral having two pairs of parallel sides. Okay. So here opposite pairs are parallel and equal. Okay, and the angle is not a right angle. What is parallelogram? A quadrilateral with two pair of parallel sides. So opposite sides are parallel and equal also. Okay, so opposite sides are parallel and equal, and when opposite sides are parallel, opposite angles are also equal. So opposite angles are equal. So diagonals bisect each other. See, this part and this part. Students, what is bisect? Bisect means dividing into two equal parts. Okay, that is bisect. Bi means two. Okay, two equal parts ga divide cheyadanni manam bisect antaru. Diagonals bisect each other. So this part equals to this part, and similarly this part equals to this part. So what is a parallelogram? Parallelogram is a quadrilateral with two pair of opposite parallel sides. Okay, and coming to the properties, opposite sides are parallel and equal, and opposite angles are equal, and diagonals bisect each other. That is simply about parallelogram. Coming to the next, another important one, sum of two consecutive angles is 180. Okay, so this angle and this angle and this angle consecutive. Okay, so sum of any two consecutive angles is 180 here. Okay, and area of parallelogram is base into height. Students, you can simply came to know, area of the triangle is half BH, right? And parallelogram, if it is a diagonal, this is one triangle and this is one triangle. So half BH plus half BH. So it is 1 BH. That means base into height. We don't write 1. Okay. So in that way, area of parallelogram is base into height. Perimeter is sum of all sides. So it is a parallelogram. So next type of quadrilateral is rectangle. Rectangle you know from your childhood, right? So in a rectangle, all the angles are equals to 90. That means all angles are 90 degrees. Right angles. All angles are right angles. And opposite sides are equal. So this is called length. So length is equal and breadth also equal. So we can say a rectangle is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal and all the angles are equals to 90 degrees. Coming to the diagonals, diagonals are also equal here. Okay, diagonals are equal and diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals equal and diagonals bisect each other. See, this is a rectangle, see, and this is a diagonal up to here. So if I check up to here only na diagonal, so both diagonals are equal. Okay, and what is area of the rectangle? Length into breadth, L into B. Perimeter means sum of all the sides. So two sides are equal na, 2L plus 2B. If we take 2 common, so it is 2 into L plus B. So next, rhombus. So in a rhombus, all sides are equal. Okay, and opposite angles are also equal. So see, so this is one diagonal exactly fitted, right? And if I put like this, the same stick, some place is there na, so we can say diagonals are not equal in a rhombus. Okay, but diagonals perpendicular bisect each other. If I put like this, the angle here is a right angle, clearly you're observing na? So diagonals bisect each other and diagonals are perpendicular, but diagonals are not equal. Okay, so what can you say about rhombus? In a rhombus, all the sides are equal and opposite angles are equal. So sum of adjacent angles is 180 and diagonals are not equal. Diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. Okay, So I told you what is bisect. Bisecting means dividing into two equal parts. Area of rhombus is half of the product of two diagonals. So that is half d1 into d2. In other words, d1 d2 by d1 into d2 by 2. So perimeter means sum of all the sides. So next quadrilateral, square. So in a square, all the four sides are equal and each angle is equals to 90. Okay, and here diagonals are also equal. So this is one diagonal and this is another diagonal. These two diagonals are equal. See, these two are equal. So the diagonals are equal and diagonals bisect each other at right angles. So here all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal and angle between the diagonals is right angle. Okay, so what can you say about the properties of a square? In a square, all the sides are equal, all the angles are equals to 90 and both the diagonals are equal and diagonals bisect each other and diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so these are the properties of square. And what is area of a square means side into side, that is s square. So perimeter sum of all four sides. Here all sides are equal na, so perimeter 4 into side. So next type of quadrilateral is kite. Students, you know kite, right? Patang. So kites generally festivals time lo మీరు ఎగరేస్తారు కదా. So same kite here also. Here two pair of adjacent sides are equal. అంటే adjacent means side by side. పక్క పక్కన ఉన్న sides అనేవి equal గా ఉంటాయి in a kite. One pair of opposite angles are equal. Only one pair, not all angles, all opposite angles. Only one pair of opposite angles are equal. Diagonals are not equal. See, this is a one diagonal. Yeah, it's not. Still there is some place. And this is small one, it's fitted. It is clearly fit into this, right? So from this you can say diagonals are not equal, but see, one diagonal is dividing this into two equal parts. Okay, so we can say one diagonal bisect the other. They are not bisecting each other, but one diagonal is bisecting the other. Okay, so diagonals intersect at right angles. So if I put like this the angle between here is 90 only na. So diagonals intersect at right angles. Diagonals are not equal, but one special point we can say one diagonal bisect the other diagonal. Okay, they are not bisecting each other, but one diagonal inkoka diagonal ni bisect chestundi. So that is the properties of kite. What can you say about kite? In a kite, adjacent sides are equal and one pair of opposite angles are equal and diagonals are not equal. Okay, one diagonal bisect the other diagonal. Diagonals intersect at right angles. They are not bisect each other. Okay, so area of kite is also half d1 into d2. Perimeter sum of all four sides. So these are the different types of quadrilaterals.